Hey guys, so it's time for another oil change on my Husqvarna 701. I got my oil from Rider's Domain. This time I just bought the 4-liter jug. And you just need 2 oil filters and the replacement O-rings. This time around I just got the K&N long filter. You can also get the KTM one. So it's a long filter and a short filter. If you get the oil change kit, it comes with the complete set, usually comes with all the O-rings, the oil filters, the oil screen filters, and the oil. But I don't, I'm not going to replace the oil screens, so I just got the oil filters and the oil. So first off, you're gonna need the T30 Torx to remove pretty much everything on this bike for the oil change, and 13 millimeter deep socket for the drain plugs, and to remove the bolt for the oil screen. So first step is to take out these two Torx, and this is, by the way, this is not the Supermoto. This is the 701, 2016 701 Enduro. The Supermoto version may be slightly different. I'm not sure. But my brother has a 701 Supermoto, and he posted how to do an oil change on that bike in case it's slightly different. So after you take these two out, you just pull this off, and this whole plate comes off. So the first drain bolt is right here in front, and it'll just use the 13 millimeter deep socket. So the second drain plug is right there next to the oil screen. There. So there's not that much shavings. The two oil screens look fairly clean. I literally just changed oil the last couple thousand miles, but I went to the track, so it's good to change the oil afterwards. And now I'm just gonna remove the oil filters. There's two, so there's two Torx, one on each side. And the second one is this. It's kind of tricky removing them. Sometimes I have to use a flathead to kind of wiggle it out of there, and I'll show you guys in a minute. So this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just have to use flatheads, like tiny flatheads, to kind of pry it out of there after you take the cover off. And I'm just putting all the parts here to clean before I put them back on and fill the bike with oil. And I will do this same procedure on the other side. So the right side uses the shorter filter, which is actually easier to take off because both sides has the rubber piece, and it's easier to grab onto it with pliers and just pull it out. I cleaned the inside since you're already there. Just pop that in, and the left side takes the long filter, and so you see what I mean, like the other side doesn't have the rubber piece, and it's such a pain to take it out every time. But it works either with two small flatheads or pliers, and you just clip it right here and pull it out. So I'm just gonna put that. Replace the O-rings on these covers, and then for the oil screen covers. And the oil drain actually just uses a washer. But everything's all clean now, so I'm just gonna put them all back together. So the filler hole, this is the cap. You just unscrew it, and for the 4-liter, you're only going to use a little less than half of this, around 1.8 liters. And to measure the oil level, the bike has to be straight, so it had better on the center stand or a bike stand, or you could just hold on to the handle brake and tilt the bike up, and you'll see the sight glass. The level should be in the middle, and that's the correct level. So I'm just gonna pour around 1.8 or a little less, and gauge from there so I don't overfill or underfill. So that's pretty much it. Then just put the skid plate back on. And this is the oil that I use, Bellray 10W50. It's just what the manufacturer recommended. And that's pretty much it. Hope that's useful.